Hello everyone, welcome to the University of British Columbia presentation. I'm so glad that you have the time to join us today to learn more about UBC. So just to get started, I will introduce you to myself. My name is Anna Reitmeyer and I work as an advisor with prospective students who are currently studying outside of Canada who are considering applying to UBC. So I work with students and their families as they walk through the process of figuring out if UBC is the right fit for them, then determining what programs to apply to, meeting admission requirements, and then submitting an application all the way till you get that happy news of yes, you've been admitted. So we have a presentation today to share with you more about why students choose to study at UBC, hopefully to answer some of your questions and to give you some more information about what UBC is all about. So to start off, I'll just quickly review our agenda with you. So we're going to talk about UBC in general. I will talk about tuition, scholarships, fees, so that you can prepare to answer those kind of important questions with your family. And then I will quickly review kind of admissions and the application process so that you have a starting point for some further research. This whole presentation is being recorded, so you may be watching it live or you may be watching a recording, and that's just your opportunity to get a little bit more information. It's available on the College Week Live website. We are also live all day today with the College Fair for the October All Access Fair, and that means that you can come to the UBC booth and chat live with my colleagues to answer any questions that you have. So if there's something that you want some further clarification on, or if you have other questions, then feel free to come and visit our booth and we'll be happy to speak with you there. So it would be great to know where you are joining us today. UBC has a very diverse student population, so if you want to share with us where you are joining us from. For example, I am here in Vancouver at our Vancouver UBC campus, and so it would be great to know where it is that you are joining us from today. So you can type that into the chat window. It would be great to hear from you. Okay, it looks like there's some students from California, one student from Seattle, a student from Mexico. That obviously is reflective of the time zone that we're currently in, so that's great to see as well. So thanks for joining us, and we hope that this presentation is helpful for you as you begin your UBC research. So the University of British Columbia is one of the world's leading universities. We are consistently ranked in the top 40 of world's research universities, and we offer some great opportunities for students at the undergraduate level. Many of the main reasons why students are choosing UBC have to do with our location. Obviously that excellence in academics and the reputation that UBC has, as well as opportunities that they have as a part of their undergraduate program to really get involved with learning, both inside and outside of the classroom. So I will share with you some of those as opportunities as we go through this presentation. So to start off with location, the University of British Columbia is located in the province of British Columbia in Canada. British Columbia is the most western province in Canada. We're located right on the Pacific coast, and we do have 2 campus locations for you to consider. So I'll share with you a little bit more about the 2 locations so that you can really have a sense of what is available. You have tens of thousands of universities to choose from around the world, and really it's about finding the right fit for you. And we have 2 campus experiences that will differ based on the campus environment that you choose, and it's really about finding what kind of environment you're going to be most comfortable in, because you'll be living here for the 4 years of your undergraduate degree. So to start off, we have a campus in Vancouver, that is one of the largest cities in Canada, and we have a campus located in Kelowna, BC. So we call the Vancouver campus the campus located in Vancouver, and the Okanagan campus the campus located in Kelowna, BC. So I'll share a little bit more with you about the location of these 2 campuses and what they are like for students. To start off, British Columbia is a spectacular place, so no matter which campus you do choose, you'll be a part of an environment that is very environmentally and sustainable living focused, very active living, so people really enjoy the outdoors, and you'll notice based on some of the stats on the screen that certainly we have an abundance of forested parkland, of coastline and freshwater lakes, as well as mountain ranges. So if you enjoy mountain biking or skiing, then it is a spectacular place to live. Vancouver, I'll start off with, is one of Canada's largest cities. It's the third largest city in Canada. We have about a 2.8 million people population, so a major city with lots of different food options, great cultural events. We have professional sports teams. It's a really spectacular and easy place to live, very active living. So in the summer, it's very popular to play beach volleyball. In the winter, it's very popular to ski at one of the 3 local ski hills. You'll see the picture on the screen is of the downtown core, and you'll see the big green space just off the side of the downtown core, and that is Stanley Park. It's Canada's largest interurban park, so you just get a good sense of the green space that's available in the city. Then if you look at the top left-hand side of the screen, then you'll actually see a little peninsula of land jutting out, and that's actually UBC. So the University of British Columbia Vancouver campus is not located in the downtown core. It's about 20 minutes from downtown on a peninsula of land called Point Grey. And just to give you a sense, the Vancouver campus is quite reflective of the city of Vancouver. It's a very diverse student population. It is one of the larger campus, so there are about 33,000 undergraduate students who study at the Vancouver campus. So if you're looking for an urban feel, then you'll find that here in Vancouver. The Vancouver campus very much runs like a small town or a big city, or depending on where you've come from. There are restaurants on campus, there's 2 swimming pools, there's fitness centers, there's restaurants, medical clinics, everything that you need to support yourself throughout your degree. You can find that right on the university campus, but then you can hop on one of the buses and be downtown in about 20 minutes and then experience the rest of the city of Vancouver. In addition, this is just a quick kind of aerial shot of the campus, so you'll get a sense of the size. It's 1,000 acres, but you'll also, once you have arrived and experienced the campus, get to know that the part where you are studying and living and meeting with friends is quite an intimate corner of the campus. So you can walk from the Student Union building, which is where you'll find lots of the food outlets and retail space on campus, to your residence in about 10 minutes. And you're going to your classes. You always have 10 minutes in between classes, and so it's quite easy to run from one building to the next, or walk or ride your bike, depending on your mode of transportation. You'll notice from this shot as well that you get this spectacular kind of point of land where you're surrounded by ocean on 3 sides, you have views of the mountains, and you're surrounded also by Pacific Spirit Park, which is a 2,000-acre forested parkland surrounding the campus. So a great place to explore and to hike and mountain bike as well. We have a second campus for students to consider if they're looking for more of a liberal arts college feel. They're not looking for a large urban center. They want to be on a campus with fewer students. Then the Okanagan campus is a great option for you. So the Okanagan campus is located in Kelowna. Kelowna is a top tourist destination in Western Canada. It is a spectacular place to visit in the summer for the fruit and wine growing region of the province of British Columbia. In the winter, it's very popular for winter sports, and there's 3 major ski resorts within about 45 minutes of the Okanagan campus. There are about 180,000 people that live in Kelowna, so a much smaller city, but with a great arts and culture scene as well. And it has more of a 4-season environment than what you might find in Vancouver. So perhaps if you know Vancouver, you've heard that it rains occasionally in Vancouver. In Kelowna, they have more of a winter with real snow on the ground, and it is quite a fun place to be in the summer because it's really hot and dry. But then you have the Okanagan Lake right next door to you. You have great opportunities as well for that active lifestyle that is just really part of living in British Columbia. Just to introduce you to the campus, as I've mentioned, it's a smaller, more intimate learning environment. There are about 8,000 students that attend the Okanagan campus, and you can study at either campus in a wide range of academic programs. So arts, science, business, engineering will be available across both campuses, depending on really what type of environment you're looking for. The campus at the Okanagan was established only 8 years ago, and so it really has been in growth mode for that period of time. And there's lots of very new classroom spaces on the campus, and is a spectacular place for you to study throughout your degree, because you are learning at state-of-the-art facilities that have just been built. And certainly built as well with the environment in mind. So if you're looking for the opportunity to study in a green building, so you'll find those on the Okanagan campus. This is a shot, an aerial shot of the Okanagan campus, and so you'll just get a real sense from this picture when you compare it to Vancouver, really the difference in the size. The Okanagan campus is about 500 acres, so a little less than half the size of the Vancouver campus, and it's quite an easy place to hop out of bed in the morning and then get to your class in about 5 minutes. And on the campus, you'll find restaurant options and food outlets and lots of student recreation opportunities. And it's very accessible, just like Vancouver, by public transit. So if you want to get into the city of Kelowna, it's approximately 20 minutes by bus as well from the Okanagan campus, and you get to enjoy the city and the surrounding areas as well. UBC is really a spectacular place for students to study because of the diverse student population. UBC offers a very multicultural, diverse kind of student experience. No matter where you're coming from, you'll find students perhaps from those regions, but also more likely students from other places that you've never experienced. And UBC has about 15% of the student body who are international students. So they are born outside of Canada and have grown up elsewhere, and then are coming to study at the UBC campus. And then we also really encourage students to make their UBC experience international as well. And I'll talk a little bit about the opportunity to study abroad as we go through here. I mentioned that UBC is a top 40 research university, and you may be wondering what that means. UBC is a research university. That means that the professors who are teaching your classes aren't just teachers, they are also engaged in active learning and research themselves. They may be publishing the textbook for the class that you're taking, they're writing papers, they're presenting at conferences, they're really creating new ideas. And that's very much a part of your student experience. You get to learn from these innovators and creators of new ideas throughout your degree. And we encourage students to get involved with research as well. So if there's something that you're passionate about, then you can certainly pursue research as an undergraduate student. So your professor will help you look for those types of opportunities as you go throughout your degree. But one great example is on the picture on the screen in front of you, you'll see a student with a helmet on and the car beside them. You may be wondering where in the world you can perhaps purchase that type of vehicle. It's not something available for purchase yet. It's a prototype, but it's a super mileage eco car, and it can actually travel from Vancouver to Halifax, which is on the clear other side of Canada, about 3,000 miles away, on a single gallon of gas. And it's just a great example of students who are looking for opportunities to help the world and are actually building projects that could impact future car development. In addition to research, you'll have lots of ways to be active in your learning. So if you are interested in pursuing work experience related to your degree, we have a great program called Work Co-op. And this is really your opportunity to test drive your degree to see how you are going to enter into the workforce after you've graduated and what type of opportunities there are with your UBC degree. So Work Co-op is something that most students would consider looking into at the end of their second year. It's something that you would basically do one term of full-time work experience, so you're no longer studying at the university during that time. You're actually working full-time for a company or an organization related to your field of study. And then you come back to the university and study another term and then go out for another work term throughout your degree. In the end, you've graduated with your diploma from UBC, but you've also graduated with a resume with at least 12 months of work experience. So it's a very valuable opportunity for you to gain the experience both inside and certainly outside of the classroom. We also really encourage students to help make the world a better place, and you'll find this opportunity at many different universities, but at UBC we really encourage students to be connected to their community, and we have lots of service learning experiences. One example is during Reading Week, and this is a photo of this particular project. UBC students who are on a 1-week break from classes will actually go and volunteer in local elementary schools and work with students. So it's a really great opportunity to kind of give back to students and help them with learning and reading progress throughout their elementary school years. We also encourage you to look at, if this is of interest, to go abroad with a service learning project. And we have students who go to Africa and work with NGOs to help with the distribution of AIDS vaccines. This is a picture of students in Costa Rica who are working on a sustainability project. So it's really a great opportunity for you to see how you can impact the world with the projects that you're working on throughout your degree. There's also a traditional Go Global student exchange experience available to you. So UBC has 150 partner universities in about 40 different countries around the world, on all the continents except for Antarctica. So it's a great opportunity if you'd like to study abroad to participate in a study abroad experience as well throughout your degree. Most students typically would arrive on campus and study here at UBC for 2 years and then pick an institution that suits well to what their study interests are, and then go away for 1 term or 2 terms in typically their 3rd year. Once you're on campus, you'll find that this is a very vibrant community, and we have students who have a wide range of interests. So it's very easy to meet people that have similar interests to you, and one of the ways that you'll meet new friends and kind of get to feel like UBC is your home is through student clubs. And UBC has over 300 different student-run clubs, and they run the range from academic focus to religious focus to cultural focus to just really fun focus as well. And so one of the largest clubs on campus is the Ski and Board Club. That's because they have cheap ski passes. The oldest club is the Ballroom Dancing Club. We also have Mustache Appreciation Club, Pre-Med Society, and so it's a really great way to meet students who share your interests. And I encourage you to definitely sign up for clubs at the beginning of the school year. We do have student run housing on our campus as well. So if you are coming from outside of the Vancouver or Kelowna areas, then you're most likely going to be looking for a place to live on our campus. And we would encourage you to apply for housing when you apply for admission. And as a first-year student, then you are guaranteed an option to live in residence on campus in your 1st year. Residence rooms will vary a little bit based on what you select, but most rooms would be single rooms. There are some double room options as well. And so there's lots of information on the UBC housing website about the different options available. On the screen you see a couple of kind of stage shots, the student in the residence room as well as the outside of one of the new residences built at the Okanagan campus. But then in the smaller windows, the square shots, there's actually Instagram shots of current UBC student rooms. So if you do a hashtag UBC search on Instagram, you'll get a real sense of exactly what residence looks like for 1st-year students. At UBC, we have also lots of different sport opportunities as well. We do have varsity athletics, that's competitive athletics where you would try out for a team and then compete on behalf of the university nationally and internationally. We also find that it's far more popular for students to be participant in sports than spectators. And so we have a great intramural sports program as well. So if there's something that you enjoy playing, then you can certainly find opportunities to join the basketball team or to join a rugby team for fun, or if you've always wanted to learn to play hockey, then those opportunities are available on campus as well. Once you've graduated, then you'll be joining a very strong network of over 250,000 people who are UBC alumni. They live in 140 countries around the world. We definitely want to support you throughout your studies. So you'll find that there are academic advisors who will work with you throughout your degree. There will be orientation leaders who will welcome you on the campus. But as you move through your program, then you'll be thinking about what you're going to do once you leave UBC. And there are career services to help you figure out how your degree will translate to the real world. And so that's some part of what is going to be available to you throughout your degree. And you'll find that your UBC degree is very portable. So if you want to go on to graduate school or professional school like med school, or if you want to go out into the world and look for a job, then your UBC degree will be very portable. So now we'll get into some of the details about tuition, and these are often the questions that come up when parents are looking at universities for their students or their child, and so I will just talk briefly about the overall cost. So just to give you a sense, tuition will vary slightly from program to program, but is roughly about $25,000 Canadian per year. In addition, we do recommend that students budget above $14,000 to $15,000 to cover the costs associated with room and board, so residence space, their personal expenses, transportation, medical insurance, books, and student fees. If you happen to be a Canadian student, then there are different tuition fees because of subsidy from the government, and I do encourage you to look online for further information. In addition, we have a wide range of scholarship opportunities for students, and UBC in the past year has given over $8 million to international students through merit-based as well as needs-based competitive awards. And I really encourage you to do a quick Google search on UBC scholarships for further information about the different opportunities. Some awards do require an application by December 10th, and others you will automatically be considered for as you are admitted to the university. So just to give you a brief outline of the requirements of how to apply to UBC, it's a fairly simple 5-step process. I will encourage you to kind of look at this, but also to visit our website, you.ubc.ca, for really more details about what exactly is required based on your individual situation, and kind of to give you a better sense of all of the different offerings available. But just to start out, students when they're applying would need to apply to a degree program. So the first step is really to consider the different options available to you at UBC to find out which kind of program area that you're most interested in. You're applying to a fairly general area. It's not specific like your major or your specialization at this point. So you're really going to choose just kind of the general area of study that most interests you. That could be arts or science or business or engineering. And you want to also figure out which campus is the right fit. So definitely start off with some research. And then continuing with that research, you'll want to look and see what the specific requirements are for the campus as well as the program that you're most interested in. We have an application that's fully online, and it's a 2-step process. So the first step is to go to the UBC website, fill out the online application, and the application, you can start it and come back to it and edit it, and before you even submit it, it has kind of 2 parts. The first part is biographical information, so telling us about what your name is, where you go to school. We will ask you to choose 2 choices on your application of program and campus. So you have a first choice and then a backup second choice. And then you also will be asked to complete a personal profile. And this is an opportunity for you to tell us more about who you are. Once you have submitted your application, then UBC will follow up with the second step, which is the part where you submit your application documents. So within a week or so of you submitting an application, UBC will tell you exactly what documents are required to complete your application, and then you can start sending those in to us. And we will encourage you to stay in touch. We offer online information sessions throughout this process for you, but we also have lots of email communication that goes to students. And if you have questions, we have lots of advisors who are happy to speak with you. So definitely don't hesitate to reach out to us. Just as a really quick overview, I mentioned that you are applying to a general area of study when you apply to UBC, and I wanted to give you a sense of what is available to you. When you're applying to the university, you are applying to a faculty, so that would be the bold headers here. And you can see that there's quite a lot of different choice. There are hundreds of degree programs at UBC to choose from, and it really ranges everywhere from being a marketing major in our Sauder School of Business to studying civil engineering in the Faculty of Applied Science to being a dual major in political science and international relations within the Faculty of Arts. So really you'll find that there's a lot of choice. And the reason why I show you this screen with lots of very tiny letters on it is just so that you know that there is a lot of choice and there's a lot of flexibility. So you can really take time in your first year to meet with advisor, try out different courses, and really build a degree that's exactly suited to your interests. So if you want to combine different subject areas, you can definitely do that within your UBC degree. So just to kind of give you a brief overview of what is required for admission, UBC admission is competitive. We offer admission to approximately 50% of our applicants. We base our offers of admission on a combination of your grades. So we're looking at your academic record, your transcript from high school or from college, and we're also looking at your personal profile. So this is basically where you've told us about yourself, the opportunities you've had, the challenges you've overcome, and given us a better sense of who you are outside of your academic experience. All students, because UBC is an English language instruction university, do need to meet the English language admission standards. So if you're currently not studying in English, or you've only studied in English for a couple of years, then there will likely be a requirement for you to take an English language proficiency test or show to us that you have the language skills in order to be successful at your UBC degree. So definitely check out the you.ubc.ca website in order to do a little bit of research on the specifics of our admission requirements, because this is just a very quick overview. Now, in conclusion, I do want to encourage you to stay in touch with us. As I've mentioned, we have great ways for you to kind of connect with the UBC prospective student community, with advisors. You can go on Twitter, you can go on Facebook, you can check out YouTube, which is a great resource if you'd like to have some further videos of campus, and I would definitely encourage you to do that so you can really have a sense of the campus and students and learn more of the UBC stories. We also have a great blog available that really does kind of go through the cycle. So if you're in the process of applying to UBC, then the blog is a great thing to follow, because it will talk about kind of key points and things that are most important to you at that given time. And if you have any questions at all that you would like to follow up with, that you can't join us for a chat today, or if there's something that you want to come back and email us, then I have also posted our website, or sorry, our email address here, which is collegeweek.live@ubc.ca. So if anyone has any quick questions at all, I'd be happy to answer a few of those in the Q&A window, so you can just chat those in for us. Otherwise, we will encourage you to come to the UBC booth and get to know us a little better. All right. So there's one question about admission requirements, and I will just mention that it is the best resource for you would be the YOU website. So I will just put that up here one more time so that you can make reference to it. So if you do have any admission requirements, please do check the YOU website and write down you.ubc.ca for any further questions that you have. And then I will certainly encourage you to come and visit us at the UBC booth and to connect with us again. So thank you very much for your time. Thank you for your interest in the University of British Columbia, and I look forward to connecting with you again. Thank you.